Alright, so you're thinking about upgrading your car with a brand new touchscreen stereo like the Pioneer AVH-2500NEX. It looks amazing, right? Big screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it promises to totally modernize your ride. But here's what surprised me. After installing this unit and testing it for weeks, I discovered several serious problems that most reviewers just don't talk about. Therefore, you might be wasting your money on something that could drive you nuts every single day. For the best price, click the link in the description. Let's get straight into it. The Pioneer AVH-2500NEX is a 6.8-inch touchscreen DVD receiver. It's got built-in Bluetooth. It works with both major smartphone systems, and it even comes with a backup camera. On paper, this is the dream upgrade for an older vehicle. But is the dream actually a nightmare? I'm going to show you the 3 biggest issues I found. First, the touchscreen itself can be a frustrating mess. Second, the sound quality has a hidden flaw. And third, that renewed tag from Amazon might be the biggest gamble you take. Therefore, stick with me, because if you're about to buy this, you need to hear this honest review first. Okay, let's start with the physical unit. It looks fantastic installed. That screen is bright and clear. The menus are sleek. When you first plug in your phone and CarPlay or Android Auto fires up, you feel like you've got a brand new car. It's a moment of pure tech joy. But here's the first joke. Using this touchscreen is like trying to have a polite conversation with a moody toddler. It listens only when it wants to. The responsiveness is inconsistent. Sometimes a tap registers immediately. Other times, you need to press the same spot 2 or 3 times, especially when trying to hit smaller buttons on the map or skip a song. This isn't a minor annoyance. It's a major distraction while driving. You're focusing on the road, you want to quickly change something, and the screen ignores you. Therefore, that smooth, futuristic experience you imagined becomes a fumbling, frustrating one. Now, why does this happen? It's not just a slow processor. The screen itself seems to have a calibration issue. It's almost like it has dead zones, particularly around the edges. I found the upper right corner where you often hit back or menu was the worst offender. Imagine trying to exit a navigation prompt quickly because you know the route, but the screen says, "No, you shall stay here." It's baffling for a unit at this price point. But wait, there's a twist. Pioneer's own support forum has threads about this, with some users suggesting secret calibration menus. I tried those. They didn't fix it. Therefore, this problem might be a hardware flaw, not a software glitch you can solve. And that's a red flag. Let's move to the sound. This is a Pioneer, a brand legendary for audio quality. The AVH-2500NEX has all the EQ settings, the crossover controls, the fine-tuning options to make your music sound incredible. When you play a well-recorded song through a good set of speakers, it shines. The detail is there. But here's the hidden flaw that shocked me. The built-in Bluetooth audio streaming is surprisingly mediocre. It compresses the sound more than it should. Compared to using a wired connection or even Android Auto's audio stream, the Bluetooth music sounds thinner, less dynamic. It's like the unit puts on audio sweatpants when you connect via Bluetooth, comfortable but not impressive. Therefore, if you're someone who mostly streams music from your phone wirelessly, you're not getting the full Pioneer audio experience. You're getting a compromised version. And this leads to the second joke. The Bluetooth for calls is crystal clear, but for your music, it's like it's calling from a tin can. It's a weird priorities mix-up. Hands-free calling is great, but music streaming should be equally good. It's not. This matters because Bluetooth convenience is a major selling point. You get in the car, it connects automatically, and you start driving. You don't want to plug in a cable every time just to get good sound. But with this unit, you might have to. Therefore, one of its core features is underperforming. That's problem number 2. Now, the third and perhaps most critical issue, the Amazon Renewed program. The product description clearly states this is a pre-owned or refurbished product. It's been inspected and tested to work and look like new. That's the promise. But here's the reality that could snap back at you. Like new is a very subjective term. My unit came with scuffs on the frame, minor but they were there. More importantly, the included backup camera had a lens with a slight haze inside. It wasn't perfectly clear. The picture was fuzzy. Was it tested to work? Yes, it powered on. Was it tested to work well? That's a different question. Therefore, buying this as a renewed item means you're gambling on the quality of the refurbishment. You're not getting a factory-fresh unit with pristine everything. This is huge. Because the AVH-2500NEX is a complex piece of electronics. A refurbisher might test the main functions, but can they test every pixel on the touchscreen for responsiveness? Can they guarantee the Bluetooth chip is performing at 100%? Probably not. They make it boot up and play a CD. That's often the extent. So you could get a unit where the touchscreen issue I described is even worse, or where the Bluetooth problem is more pronounced. But Amazon offers a guarantee, right? They do, a replacement or refund. Here's joke number 3. Dealing with that process is like trying to explain your car stereo problems to someone who only listens on a potato. It's a hassle. You have to repackage it, send it back, wait for a replacement, and hope the next one is better. Therefore, the convenience of a lower price might be offset by the inconvenience of potential returns. Let's talk about the features that do work well. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration are solid. Once connected, they're stable. The voice control works. The navigation from your phone maps is seamless on the big screen. The DVD and CD playback is flawless, a nice bonus if you still have discs. The radio tuner is strong and clear, so it's not all bad, but these good features are the basics you'd expect. The problems are in the details that define the daily user experience. Therefore, this unit feels like a mixed bag where the bad bits can spoil the good ones. Is there a resolution? Can you fix these problems? For the touchscreen, no real fix exists beyond hoping a firmware update magically appears. For the Bluetooth audio, you're stuck with it unless you use a wired connection. For the renewed quality gamble, the only fix is to buy a brand new unit from a different source, which costs more. So, here's my final contrarian take. The Pioneer AVH-2500NEX is a product with great specs and a famous brand name, but its execution has key flaws that make it a risky buy, especially as a refurbished item. It promises a premium experience but delivers a compromised one. Before we wrap up, let's address the top reviews on Amazon. Many give it 5 stars. Why? Often those are initial impressions. It looks great. My phone connects. They don't detail long-term use with the touchscreen lag or the audio nuance. People are excited to have a touchscreen. They don't scrutinize the Bluetooth sound quality against a wired connection. Therefore, high ratings can be misleading. They reflect the excitement of the upgrade, not the grind of daily quirks. So, what should you do? If you absolutely want this model, consider buying it new from an authorized dealer for a full warranty. It'll cost more, but you'll have better support if something is wrong. Or look at competitors. Other brands in this price range might have more consistent touchscreen responsiveness or better Bluetooth codec support. Do your research. But if you're determined to get this via Amazon for the value, go in with eyes wide open. Expect possible screen issues. Expect to use a cable for best audio. Inspect every item in the box immediately. And here's joke number 4. Buying this renewed unit is like ordering a gourmet burger but being okay if the pickle is a little limp. Know what you're compromising on. In conclusion, the Pioneer AVH-2500NEX is not a straightforward recommendation. It has undeniable strengths, but the problems I've outlined, the finicky touchscreen, the mediocre Bluetooth audio, and the uncertainties of the renewed program are significant. They turn a dream upgrade into a potential daily frustration. Therefore, don't buy the Pioneer AVH-2500NEX blindly. Understand these drawbacks first. If you're willing to navigate them, then proceed. But if you want a seamless, problem-free experience, this might not be your unit. For the best current price on Amazon, click the link in the description below. Check it out, read the latest reviews, and make your choice with all this info in mind. Thanks for watching this honest review.